Okay, in this video I'm going to do a test or a demonstration roast. I'm going to be out roasting 2 pounds of feed corn because I don't need any coffee right now, but I can go through the whole process as if it were real coffee. So the first thing that I'll do is launch the Roast Pilot app. And then we'll tap roast. And I'll choose a roast profile. This is a 4-pound drum with 2 pounds of quote-unquote coffee. This is the 2-pound profile from the RK Drum site. It estimates first crack around 11 minutes and pull around 14. Obviously, corn is not going to act like coffee, so we'll just pretend. So the first thing you want to do is hit preheat and light your grill. Start your rotisserie and close the grill and let's let it warm up. I've got it set to preheat to 50 degrees above what my target temperature is to start. That is adjustable in the app. Okay, I'll go ahead and get ready to load my beans and start the roast. That's probably good. Ooh, I lost a good bit of temperature that time. See how quickly it recovers. So the green line is your target temperature, the red line is your ET or the grill temp, and the blue line is your bean temp. The bean temp will continue to drop until the drum and the beans start actually they bottom out and start when the temperature starts rising. You'll see a purple dot that indicates the turn temp or the turn time when the bean temp starts rising. And the dashed line is the delta VT over 30 seconds, or the predicted trend line for the bean temp. It's not very accurate until there's more data has been logged. Got some wind, so our temperature may have a hard time staying at the target. Might want to. We'll just see how it does. This isn't a real roast. I've actually got a 15-degree offset on my PID. It was running higher than it was running above the target. I may need to adjust that a little bit as well. If it stays below the target, then I can add some to my offset or bring it closer to zero so that it centers on the target temperature. Right now it's running about, well, about 15 degrees below. I've never tried this during a roast, but let's see if I can modify it without causing any problems. Let's change this to 5. If it climbs back up and stays right on the target or closer. Yeah, that looks better. Every grill is going to be different, and it's going to take some trial and error to get it to stay on the target temp. With a gas grill, it's never going to be perfect because it's an open system. You got convection currents and gas fluctuations, but it will definitely be better than I could do by hand, adjusting all 4 knobs. So and you can see the purple dot that indicates once it started climbing. So it looks like now it's running, tracking right around 7 degrees above. Now you'll see the estimated first crack time and temperature come into view. I actually had it set, I think when you're running a straight a 500 degree roast, it was hitting around 407 degrees. And the first crack temp value that I have in this is high. It's at 420. So, and also, I think corn being more dense or heavier than coffee, it's slower to take on temperature. It's slower for the temperature to rise. So we won't worry about that. However, if you wanted to adjust the temperature to hit that target, you can increase your target. Let's go up 10 degrees and see how that affects our bean temp. See if that dashed line starts climbing a little bit. If I wanted to hit that first crack marker, I can adjust it, and Looks like 10 degrees was right on target. I hear some pops, but again, corn doesn't act anything like coffee does. Let's go up a little more. See if I can't hit that first crack marker. Go up to 520. Or 530. Again, corn's not going to act like coffee would, but you can see my ET is adjusting pretty quickly for each change I made to the target. It can go up pretty easily. Going down is a different story. Probably have, if I needed to drop it fast, I would need to crack the lid a little bit just to let some of that heat out. I am looking into adding a fan that would be controlled also by the Roast Pilot, so that it would turn on if the temperature needs to be reduced by a certain amount. That's an idea. As I have time to make changes, I will see if I can find one that'll work and a design for it. So I missed that target by a little bit. What I would normally do is modify my start temp on the next roast. But let's say that first crack happens at, I hear the first crack start around 11 minutes, like the estimate. I would just hit the first crack begin button. Yeah. And then it's going to show you a new timer, a countdown timer for the remainder of the roast. You see your second crack estimated time and temperature. If you need to slow down watching your Delta BT, you could start reducing this temperature. And watching your Delta value to make sure you don't stall the roast. Yeah, the corn's definitely not reacting like coffee does to the temperature. The little rain starting, I'll go ahead and end this a little early. So you could mark your first crack end. If you wanted to, you could mark your second crack begin. But I'm going to go ahead and stop this roast. gloves on, turn my grill fan on, stop, and then empty the beans. And now I would put my roast information, the name, call this test, or bean type is corn, and the ambient temperature, I don't know, about 81, and then save. That's it. Okay, so now I've switched over to the website, roastpilot.com, and we can see the results of that roast. So I'll click on RP Features and Roast Sessions. And here's our test 4. So I'll click Details, and we can see the graph in more detail. As you move the mouse, you can see each value and the exact time and temp of the first crack, start, and end of any events that you trigger. First crack, start, end, second crack, start, and then the end time. And the second graph, it shows the delta or rate of rise over time, over the roast. And then you can save this as a PDF and use this data to make changes to your PID if the temperature is not tracking as well. So as I said in the roast, I probably want to lower the offset a little bit to get it centered on the target temperature for my settings. If I wanted, if this were an actual coffee roast and I missed my targets, I could adjust the roast profile to have it come closer to my target. And that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks.